Casual here. The Voodoo Matchmaker is a legendary assault rifle, which is yet another fantastic looking weapon in this game. I've said it before, and trust me, I will say it again, the developers have done a stunning job in delivering legendaries that you just want to get your hands on. I mean, just look how awesome this thing looks. Let's have a look and see if its performance matches up to its style. Similar to the other legendaries, the base stats of Voodoo Matchmaker are almost identical to the standard assault rifle, with just a slight boost to damage. Voodoo Matchmaker does benefit from a special stat which boosts close range damage by 7%, which is 1% more than I have seen on other legendaries. So on the face of it, this is yet another legendary that favours tricksters or devastators who will be up close and personal to activate their class healing abilities. This gun also includes a very nice boost to survivability, with the standard 11.9% weapon life leech that assault rifles have, along with a special stat that boosts all healing other than leech and regeneration, so you're class healing and any healing from the rest of your party. It is clear then that this gun leans very much to being a tank's weapon, allowing them to draw and withstand plenty of fire. Or is it? The tier 3 mod on this gun seems to back that up, ultimate damage link. Sadly, this does not spawn in a link from Super Smash Bros, but rather allows you to share weapon and anomaly damage between up to 2 targets. After playtesting this gun for an hour or so, the way this works is that 30% of your weapon damage is also applied to the nearest enemy, but only when they are in close proximity. This includes critical hits with a corresponding uptick in the damage applied to the second enemy. The final part of the mod says that 10% of anomaly damage dealt is also passed to the linked enemy. I tested this with twisted rounds on my trickster and the shared damage actually went down. The damage numbers seem to suggest that rather than adding to the weapon damage, the additional firepower and damage from twisted rounds has been deducted in calculating the damage to be shared. This does look like another bugged mod that the developers need to address. I've reached out to them to find out more on this and will let you know if they get back to me in the comments. Putting that to one side, clearly where this gun shines is clearing packs of enemies, or even an elite boss with ads in tow. For single target enemies this mod will be useless, but that is where the second mod kicks in. The second mod that comes as standard on this weapon inflicts vulnerability onto enemies, with a cooldown of 8 seconds. Vulnerability increases the damage taken by an enemy by 25% for 10 seconds. The fact that this is longer than the cooldown means that on boss fights you can keep this status effect up pretty much all the time, offsetting the fact that the tier 3 mod is ineffective on single target bosses. I tested this gun out against Gauss, the Solar Tower boss, and had no problem melting him down very quickly. As with all assault rifles, this gun has just a little vertical recoil and no horizontal recoil of note. Comparing it to the recoil on Grim Marrow, a light machine gun, it has significantly less recoil. Bullet spread is very controllable, and so hitting critical points is relatively easy, particularly if the enemy is slowed. Overall, I think that this is a really good weapon. The shared damage boost is a big help when you are being attacked by a pack of enemies. Vulnerability is one of the best straight damage buffs in the game, and the strong healing provides a good boost of survivability. I'm leaning more towards this being a really strong pyromancer weapon now. Its 35 meter range allows them to sit at mid-range, and the healing and ability to deal with packs addresses some of the early challenges with that class. Plus of course, the gun is on fire. Another great gun to grind for. Until next time, Casual out.